All right, guys, as referenced in the last video, I want to talk a little bit about Sleep Simple and the mattress buying process in general. I know I mentioned it prior, but the process is broken to the consumer. So Sleep Simple is your tool to make this seamless and smooth with your customer and to take the pressure off of you. Simple is what scales in business. So we want to make sure that we have a process that works for a new hire, but also at the same time takes a veteran salesperson to the next level. So whether or not you have years of experience in the industry or you just started yesterday, this is the key to taking your sales game to the next level. So when the customer comes in, intro into the Discovery Theater is very simple. When you have your customer, after you greet them at the door and you say hello, get their name, you want to get into getting them into the Discovery Theater. So less is more. You know, if you've obviously asked them at this point if they've ever been to one of our stores. Whether they have or haven't, you're going to put them through this Discovery Theater. So, you know, my goal, guys, is to make this whole process easy. 3 minutes through this Discovery Theater is going to save you hours of shopping regardless of where you buy. And our job is to find the right comfort for you, fix any issues that you might be having, and get to a budget that you'd like to be at. And then we just move on. A lot of salespeople don't want to have that budget talk, which is smart. You're not supposed to ask a customer at the door what their budget is because people, one, don't know what beds should be, or maybe they haven't bought a bed in 10 years and they don't know what a base is and what these can actually run. And then the second thing is customers will often just throw out a number. You ask a customer their budget, you're going to get 500, 1500. So the reason I like to address it in the beginning is it's like a get out of jail free card. When you tell them in the very beginning of the sale that you're going to fit them for the right comfort, fix any issues they're having, and get to the right budget, now at any point in the sales process, if you start to hit that customer pushing you on what's the price point of something, it's really simple to just lean back into your intro and say, you know, something along the lines of, at this point, we're just trying to find the right comfort. I have beds that feel like this at every single price point, and I promise you we'll get you to the right one. And then you move on and you're past that little objection there in the beginning. So we believe in top-down selling, like I referenced in the last video. We start people on Beautyrest Black. Whether or not they're going to spend the money for a luxury system or not, you're still starting high. This now, if a customer did have like a $2,000 budget in their mind and you lay them on a $6,000, $7,000 set and they enjoy it, now all of a sudden a $3,000, $4,000 set doesn't sound so bad in comparison to the $2,000 they initially came out with. And then as a matter of principle, you want to make sure that you're showing every customer the best. Our job is not to judge the customer, what they wear, what they pull up in, how they communicate. We have had plenty of customers spend $7,000 to $10,000 that pull up in something that you would not anticipate that they were going to spend that kind of money. So I'm a firm believer in, I just believe that every customer should experience the best. And, you know, assuming they can afford it, we all deserve to be shown that. My job isn't to judge you and push you into something that is a lower end deal because of the way you look. My job is to show you the options. And at the end of the day, you, the customer, decide what's valuable to you. So it's a good way of not being high pressure, but also making sure you start high. So when you get into the Discovery Theater, we have two forms of it in our stores. Right now I'm at Georgia, which is the latest and greatest with the America's Mattress new type of store. And then the other stores will have an older version. So the one at Georgia, at Coors store, and at the warehouse are all gonna look like this, like the one you see behind me here. And then the ones that are gonna be at Carway, at Alameda, and at Manal are gonna be the older version of the Discovery Theater, and that's gonna look like this. So both of them, same concept. It's gonna screen mirror to a TV. You grab a customer a pillow, you're gonna fit them for a pillow right out the gate. And if your store's doing it right, you'll also have these little pillow protectors here that you can put over the top. Anything you wanna bring up early and often. So starting with the pillow is really important. And then you're going to also collect their name. So again, forcing good habits. It's gonna make you get the customer's name. You're gonna go through all of the questions. It's gonna ask you about all the major sleep issues. And this, again, is going to get that customer out of that grudge purchase mindset and into the mindset of what's going to fix my sleep? How is this actually affecting my life? And that is going to, in turn, improve customer satisfaction and also improve your average ticket. Research shows with these Discovery Theaters across all of the America's mattresses in the country that it raises your average ticket, it lowers the amount of beds that a customer needs to try to make a decision, and it improves your close percentage. So the new hire that is still nervous and learning the process and is going to be really shaky at the door can get really confident like this on this, run through all the questions. And as a new hire, one really important thing you want to do is make sure you're memorizing the Discovery Theater questions. When you get over here to the tablet and you start running through the process, you don't want to sound scripted and robotic. You want to make sure you're having a good time with it and building rapport through it, and more having a conversation with the customer than feel like you're reading off of something. And when you get to the very end of the Discovery Theater process, it's going to ask the customer, how would you change this bed to make it better? Would you go softer, firmer, way softer, way firmer? And then it's going to recommend a feather rating like you see here. 1 red feather is very firm, 5 red feathers is ultra plush, and everything is ranked in between, and these are on the headboards of every single mattress. After the feather system, you will see a technology style. So there is innerspring, hybrid, and specialty foam, and it's going to recommend based on the customer's needs and the issues they're experiencing which technology is going to be best for them. And then at some of the older stores, you will get a quality rating. At the newer stores like Georgia, it's only going to have the feather and the technology. But if you are at working one of the older stores that do still have the value rating, you'll see premium with the 5 dots all the way down to value when you get into the 3 dots. It will also recommend at the very end that the customer goes with an adjustable foundation and a pillow. So we're building an entire sleep system here. It's a good analogy as like a car. If you go and buy a new Lamborghini, but you throw your old Toyota Corolla tires on it, you're not gonna get the performance out of the vehicle like you should. So same concept goes with the Discovery Theater. If you buy a really high-end mattress, but you're using an old broken down box spring, a cheap protector that does not breathe, microfiber sheets that are not breathable, an old crappy pillow, it's going to make a big difference in the performance of the mattress. So thank you guys for joining me on this one. There will be more on this to follow. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Put your comments below.